Ross here, Real Sports Talk Ridge Ross, coming to you guys with my WWE Tuesday Night Smackdown Live. What I thought of this show, I'd probably give it a 3 out of 10, and that's being nice. This was a really bad show. It was boring. Nothing was forced tonight, which was kind of good, but it was boring. None of it made sense. The one thing that they kind of teased the whole entire night, it never happened. It was just a boring show. I'm not going to give you the whole show because if you watched it, that's just kind of boring to do, but I'll give you the highlights. Randy Orton is the captain of Team Smackdown, which that's no surprise. I told you today that I thought he'd be one of the guys on the team. Nakamura face Owens next week. Nakamura is probably going to be the second guy. We did find out Becky Lynch is going to be the captain of the Women's Survivor Series Smackdown thing, and that's a good. I'm glad for Becky. She was a good women's champion, and I'm glad she's got the captain spot. But that was pretty much that. We had AJ Styles beat the Singh brothers. We had Shane McMahon return, and Sami Zayn confronted him, but nothing really came out of that. It was just a bad show. It was really, really, really bad. And the one thing that we all wanted to happen just didn't happen. And that was waiting for Raw to show up. And they didn't show up. And a lot of people are saying, well, why didn't Raw show up? And I honestly think it's just because Raw doesn't have the heavy hitters right now. Roman Reigns is out with viral meningitis. He has the mumps, is what they're calling it. Samoa Joe's not back for injury yet. Braun Strowman's in a storyline. Kane's in a storyline. Nia Jax is out right now. Bray Wyatt is out right now. So there's just not a lot of depth for Raw to even show up on SmackDown and do anything, because who are they going to bring? So I'm kind of glad they didn't show up, because who would they have shown up with? I still think that once Roman's healthy, either next week on the Halloween edition of SmackDown Live or the following week, they will show up. And I think it'll be Roman, The Shield, Nia, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Finn Balor, Jason Jordan, Apollo, guys like that. I'll probably show up. But, we don't know who the 5 are going to be. Now, we'll probably find out Monday night, and whoever those 5 are will be the 5 that show up with the 5 women. But kind of glad they didn't show up. And like I said, the reason they probably didn't is they just don't have Roman right now. And I honestly feel like Roman is going to be leading the charge as far as this is concerned, because Roman's the guy on Raw. He's the guy they want to promote. He's the next big thing in the company. He's the next superstar. He retired The Undertaker, which, did he really? Well, I don't know. We'll see about that. But they're waiting on that. I think that is what they're waiting on. And I think they're going to use the Shield a lot in this storyline once Roman's back to kind of take out SmackDown or lead the charge of the attack on SmackDown. But like I said, it was a bad show. He really didn't get anything with Cena being a special guest referee between Lesnar and Mahal. I guess we'll get that in the coming weeks. So I don't know what they're going to do with Zayn. I don't know what they're going to do with Kevin Owens, because I don't think Kevin Owens is going to be on SmackDown Live team. Zayn lost tonight, so who knows what they're going to do with him. We did see the Bludgeon brothers. They're going to be arriving, but they're not going to take part in anything really on Survivor Series. It's just a bad show. And like I've said, the problem that WWE is facing is Raw is loaded roster-wise, but Raw's roster took a big hit. And SmackDown's roster's not that loaded. They're not. They don't have Taker. They don't have the Triple H's anymore. They don't have the JBLs. They don't have the Heidenreichs. They don't have those guys anymore. They just don't. So they're very limited in what they can do. And when you lose superstardom like that and you don't replace them, or you don't have guys in waiting to be the next guy, then you're going to suffer, and that's what's wrong with SmackDown is they're suffering. They do not have top draw talent. They have Orton, you know, they have the Usos, they have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, but I mean Nakamura, AJ Styles, but I mean that's it. They don't have a top to bottom loaded show, and that's what's killing them. So until that happens, you know, this show is always going to be a B+ show. There's always going to be a boring show. But that's it, guys. Sorry for a little bit of noise in the background. My fiance and little girl about to go to sleep. But that's it. So like I said, it was a pretty bad show. I wasn't impressed. I feel like they missed the angle with Raw that could have given it some excitement, you know, or had some hype towards Survivor Series. I don't know. But Raw and SmackDown really dropped the ball these past 2 days. So, you know, maybe we'll get something better next week. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys tomorrow if there's any WWE news. If you don't see me, then nothing popped up. And I'll see you Thursday as I'll preview the Patriots and Chargers game. But until then, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.